Morning, sir. You're welcome to this conversation.
Good morning.
Okay, let's look at what is happening at the Senate. Akpabio, there are gangs after the exit of Akpabio. What do you think is happening?
It's politics. In Nigeria, politics is all about interest. It's a game they know how to play among themselves. What they are doing there is not in the interest of any Nigerian. They are playing their game normally. That's what we always experience. But what I'm trying to say is this: it's like the what we are seeing unveiling in the Nigerian political atmosphere now is not too good. The thing that is coming out from the judiciary is nothing to write home about. It's possibly that this political system, the present political party, is pushing for a one-party system, and we have been seeing it. We have seen it happen in Kano. We have been seeing it, opposition parties that seem to have edge over the ruling party. Their efforts, the certain judgments are being used by the judiciary,
like the Kano judgment.
Yes, like the Kano judgment. So it looks as if we are heading towards a one-party system, which is not good for democracy. So some factors, some forces within the Nigerian political system are looking at it that if we allow this trend to continue, you understand, we might have a very dominant, weak Senate presidency. And Akpabio has been attributed by a lot of analysts to be, a clear picture of what they call rubber stamp. You understand? So, and that is not how democracy should work. A lot of forces are also gathering from that angle. Another angle is this: that the Jews committees in the Senate were being, skewed against certain interests, and the northern senators, and some of them are not really happy about that.
Okay, these forces, don't they have any identity? Can't you identify them, these forces?
Of course, no. It's very clear. There are no place you will not see such thing. Even in the APC. You understand? Sorry, some northern forces in the paper. I think being led by one Farouk or something, if I can remember his name. He came out to make a statement that the North did not get what they deserve.
What they deserve?
Yes, in terms of what they are sharing among them in the Senate, and that Akpabio, the Senate president, seems to be playing a game that is not too transparent, and has been manipulating the process of Senate proceedings, so to say, in that regard. So a lot of things, if Akpabio is not careful, a lot of things will work against him once they resume.
Okay, let's look at it. Seems subsidy is back. We got a report that the federal government, through the NNPCL, paid over 164 billion naira in August to subsidize petrol. I thought they said subsidy has gone.
But it boils down to tell you that it's unfortunate we have somebody like Tinubu as the president. Quite unfortunate. There's nothing ways about it. There's nothing to hide about. The guy has finally collapsed the system, and everything about Nigerian system is, going towards that direction. Everything is heading towards collapse. As it stands now, it is a very clear picture that the subsidy is being paid behind the scene. And Tinubu cannot say that he does not know what is going on. He knows what is going on. He knows what is going on. I think to an extent now, it feels like the issue of subsidy has become a scam. It has become a scam whereby the federal government uses it, to loot money. Look at the kind of money they share in the name of subsidy. Palliative. It's fraud, complete fraud.
Until now, the states have just received 3 billion naira.
You can imagine that. So the problem is that we have not been able to achieve competency in the leadership of this country. We have not been able to bring in the right people to drive Nigeria in terms of leadership. A lot of people are saying it's too early to start judging Tinubu. It's too early to start talking about Tinubu. But from the beginning of his administration, he hit the wrong button, and the effect is what we are seeing now. And the continuation of Yorubalizing the presidency, the Asuro, to favor a particular tribe is not good for the interest of this country. They can't talk about unity in this regard. You understand what I'm saying? There's no how you talk about unity in this regard. So I think subsidy has returned through the back door.
Not officially.
Not officially, but through the back door.
If subsidy has returned, we still buy fuel for over 600 naira. What before subsidy it was 180 something naira, 170, 180, but now it's over 600. What subsidy are they paying?
Now let me tell you, it's just that in APC the system governance is a fraud. The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. Look at what happened between Tinubu and the owner of Bua Group, the chairman of Bua Group, that suddenly brought the price of cement to 3,500. Do you know what transpired? Do you know what these guys have been doing behind the scene? So when they tell you that they remove subsidy and they are still paying for subsidy and the pump price is about 700 naira and all that, these things are what we have come to understand, that governance in Nigeria is all about fraud. So it cannot be completely be written off that there is no hidden agenda or deals that is going on between these people of interest. If somebody like the chairman of Bua Group can go behind the scene and say he's bringing down the price of this thing, and you know that he can possibly bring it down, and he has been selling the same price for years, controlling the Burundi exchange in Nigeria, the exchange rate. You know how to. That's why sometimes I say Godwin Emefiele should pay for what he did to Nigerians. There's no two words about it. These are the people that Godwin Emefiele used. In less than 2-3 days, these guys, they won in billions of dollars.
Billions of dollars.
Yes, because of exchange rate. Again, they don't even mind whether people are living or surviving or not. And now you suddenly come because you went to go and see Tinubu behind the scene. You people still entered into another. You came out and said you are selling cement now for 3,500.
Okay, in Ghana currently they are protesting against bad governance. Why in Nigeria youths are protesting against the death of a young man called Mohbad?
It's unfortunate, you know. I have taken a proper look at that young man called Mohbad. I think he's a rising star. It's the next thing to happen to the music industry. But the manner of which he lost his life is quite regrettable, and it calls for a lot of attention on the side of the government, on the side of the stakeholders in the music industry, on the side of record labels, on the side of people, you know, who leverage on people's weaknesses, you know, to feast on them, to feast on their livelihood, to feast on their career, and also feast on their talent. You know, things have to be checkmated this time around. The death of Mohbad is a regrettable one, and whatever that has led to that his death should be unraveled. You know, I keep on saying it. I said, how can somebody, a rising star like that, be buried hurriedly? How can somebody like Mohbad be buried without, you know, proper check, without proper autopsy? These are the things that supposed to have been done before he is buried. It's not just it's not just that an upcoming like that. He has a growing followers. You know, he has popularity to an extent, so to say. You understand? So why should they bury Mohbad like that? So and the people that have been mentioned all over the world to be behind Mohbad's death, so to say, are people who are connected to the present administration, this APC UK government.
You confirmed it. You confirmed that they are connected to this present administration.
What are you talking about? When you see a certain governor of a particular state paying visits to people who has questionable characters simply because they come from music from the musical angle, or they are musicians, or they seem to have added value to your election or whatever. Paying such questionable characters on visit, snapping with them, it tells a lot of story about, you know, the deep connection between the government and the people that Nigerians are pointing and calling that justice should be done for Mohbad.
My concern is that Nigerians are protesting over the dead, but we have bad governance, we have economy in the trash, we have propaganda from the present administration. Nigerians have not come out to protest over these things that we are seeing every day.
Let me tell you, another angle you have to take it from. You know, not the street. Not the government is not in charge of the street. The street has its own government. We must understand that in the school of law, the street has its own government, and the government of the street is where people, you know, go to the nooks and cranny of the streets, the credibility in the street, all the things that has to do with the street, and be able to, you know, carve a niche for themselves. You know, the likes of whiskey, they came from the street. Amunike, they came from the street. Name them. A lot of people that have no government support, they run to the street, and that is what Mohbad did. Mohbad couldn't get it right. He didn't see any support from any government. In terms of infrastructure, in terms of provision, in terms of good living, nothing. What Mohbad did was to run to the streets. And when Mohbad go to the street, how can this only hope of the common man in the street become a death trap? So the street have to rise against it first. That's what the street is doing now. They are rising against their own government, their own world, which is the street. I want you to understand that very clearly, that government has no hand. These guys, they struggle from almost on everything to limelight. They go from the street. Look at Osimhen, Victor Osimhen. Look at Victor Osimhen. Do you know at a point, the Victor Osimhen was not even acceptable anywhere in the world, because he did not come from the government. He did not come from the local government chairman. He did not come from the federal government presidency. He did not come from the governor. He came from the street. The talent made a way for him. He became what he is today, not because the government supported him, but because the street gave him that opportunity to showcase himself. He plays ball on the street. He showcases his talent on the street. and the street made him what he is today. So the Nigerian youth are saying that the state itself should be set free, should be an atmosphere of freedom, total freedom, to allow people who have different talents in different ways to express themselves to limelight. See, governor has failed. Now, coming back to whether the youth themselves will protest about bad government, especially the APC government that is now has become audio government. All they make is noise. They're not seeing anything. Nigerians, of course, a lot of us are not expecting anything because everybody that is carrying injustice has nothing to offer when it comes to justice. Tinubu is carrying injustice. He cannot offer justice. Look at how people look at how Mohbad died in mysterious circumstances. And those people who they are pointing hand are linked to the same government who has brought misery, hardship, incompetency, who have destroyed the judiciary, who have destroyed the rule of law in Nigeria. And that is why when Mohbad ran to the system asking for law to take his place, they ignored him. That will tell you what happened to ordinary Nigerians in the same fate all over the country. The police could not even protect him because he's not coming from the governor. The police could not protect Mohbad because he's not coming from the presidency. The state could not protect Mohbad. The police men could not protect Mohbad. The law could not protect him because he's not coming from the local government chairman. He's coming from the streets, and the streets, that was what led to EndSARS. They want to silence the street, and the street said no. What Nigerian youths are doing from Mohbad is they are calling for sanity on the streets. Total sanity. The government has failed. Let the government of the streets take its course. Allow the streets to express itself to the fullness. That's what they are talking about. So when the time comes, I want to know, who are you in the presidency? I pray that they should be careful and continue with their audio administration. Let them not press the wrong button that will attract the people's movement. That will be too bad. And that way you will know that the Nigerian youths are becoming wise. Nigerian youths are becoming wise. Look at what they did for Mohbad. Nigerian youths, go to Davido. God bless Davido wherever he is. God bless Charles wherever he is. God bless Inyanya, all the artists that came out for that young, brilliant star.
Thank you very much, sir.